Hey guys, so in this video I just wanted to talk to you guys about misconceptions about pregnancy and childbirth. So, hey little guy, he was just asleep, but I ended up moving him, like getting him more comfortable, so he ended up waking up. So now he's up, he's just chilling back there. Hey little guy, can I zoom? Oh no, I can't zoom. Hi little guy. I got him all bundled up. He's just chilling right now. How do I get, wait. Hey little guy. He's so cute. So yes, I'm gonna start with misconceptions about pregnancy. And my first word of advice is like, don't go into a situation that you've never been in thinking that you'd know everything. And I feel like I kind of did this more so with childbirth, but not so much pregnancy. But I kind of had like, I thought that I would experience certain things during pregnancy that I didn't experience, that like other women experienced. But what I've learned is that every single pregnancy is different with every woman, and also every single pregnancy is different with you. Like if you have 5 kids, none of them are going to be the same. So first and foremost, I went into pregnancy thinking that I would be throwing up because I seen it in movies, and like other women would tell me that they threw up when they were like having morning sickness. I didn't experience that, luckily. My morning sickness, I wouldn't say it was bad. I would say I just felt like, I didn't feel like I needed to throw up. I just felt like nauseous, I would say. It was annoying. I remember I ran into one lady at the grocery store that told me that she believes her morning sickness was worse than it should have been, like throwing up, being sick, stuff like that. And I was like, wow, I never like experienced that. That is so crazy. Women are so strong. And I made sure I told her this too. I'm like, you're so strong, and I'm happy you overcame that, because man, that's not easy. My sister said that she was pretty much sick like her whole second pregnancy. And I'm like, how do these women be going through this? So I was pretty like blessed and fortunate that when I did have my morning sickness, it wasn't super bad. And I think it lasted a few weeks. It was really annoying though. Also, with my morning sickness, I feel like nothing made it go away. Like I kind of just had to like stick it out. I would drink ginger ale at first, but then I got tired of ginger ale. It's weird because I feel like ginger ale turned into one of my food aversions, which we're gonna get to. But I was drinking ginger ale for the morning sickness, and I don't know if it worked or not. And I got sick of drinking that. Like it turned into a food aversion. And then I took the little nausea juice. I think those worked, but I'm not for sure. But for my next pregnancy, if I do decide to get pregnant again, I gotta tackle the morning sickness, because that was one of my least favorite parts about pregnancy. But the food aversions, that's another thing. I went into like pregnancy thinking I knew everything about that. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna have any food aversions, I'm gonna be okay. No, like I remember one day I wanted to throw like all the food away, because I started entering the food aversion phase, and nothing like tastes good to me. Even the food that I loved, I'm like, what the hell is going on? But eventually that ended up going away. Like, well, actually it somewhat went away. Like there was some stuff that I would still eat that I enjoyed before pregnancy, but when I hit the food aversion phase, I didn't eat any of that stuff. So I feel like I didn't start eating that stuff again until like months later, if that makes sense. And then now with pregnancy being over, I feel like I eat pretty much the same stuff that I was eating before pregnancy. Like during pregnancy, my food aversion phase, I couldn't stand tuna, which I loved before pregnancy. Whole pregnancy, no tuna. Now the pregnancy's over and I've been craving tuna. Like it's weird. So yeah, I went into pregnancy thinking like my food aversion phase wouldn't even exist. But yeah, it wasn't bad, but there were things that I definitely didn't want to eat. Cravings. I didn't really have any cravings. That's another thing. I was like, other women said they were eating dirt and sand and flour and all types of stuff during their pregnancy. So I assumed, like with me, that I would start eating weird stuff. I didn't really have any cravings, except for sweets, pretty much. But I liked honey buns and cereal and stuff before pregnancy. So I'm like, was that a craving or was that just me being me? But also, I was craving like fruit cocktail at the end of my pregnancy, but I also liked that before pregnancy. So I don't know, but I will say there was a time that I really was craving sweets. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that I was craving sweets. Another thing, people say that you pee a lot at the end of pregnancy. I didn't experience that. Hey, little guy, you spit out your binky? I had to give him his binky because he likes to spit out his binky and then fuss, and then spit out his binky and then fuss, and then do it all over again. But yeah, I didn't have to pee a lot during pregnancy. It's crazy because I thought that was something that absolutely happens to like all women. No, it doesn't. I didn't experience that. They're like, yeah, the baby's head, when it moves towards your bladder, you always feel like you have to pee. Didn't experience that. Another thing is I experienced kicking to my ribs. And a lot of women say they didn't experience that, at least ones that I talked to. So yeah, don't compare your experience to any other woman's, because yeah, like I said, it's gonna be different. So don't think that you know what's, well, if you're a woman that's been pregnant before, I feel like you can speak on certain things, but even then, like, your pregnancy is still gonna be different. But I feel like you guys know more than somebody that hasn't been pregnant before, like me. Well, now I can say I have, but before I couldn't. But yeah, that was another thing. Swollen feet. I wouldn't say that I thought my feet would be swollen. I feel like I was kind of prepared for it. I got new shoes and stuff that would be comfortable for me and stuff. My feet actually weren't swollen during pregnancy. I did have back pains towards the end of the pregnancy, which is pretty normal, and I would say I was prepared for that. But that's one of those things that I feel like is like a science thing. Like, it has to do with your body. Like, obviously your belly's getting bigger, your body's changing, like of course your back is gonna start hurting. So I was pretty prepared for that. But oh my gosh, childbirth. I went into that thinking that I wasn't gonna get an epidural because of things that I had heard about the epidural, like that it causes back pains later down the line in your life, that it goes by your spine, like, so I just thought I knew it all when it came to the epidural. And so I was like, I'm not getting that. But once I felt those contractions, I said, oh yeah, I'm getting the epidural. Like, what was I thinking? Like, I came into this thinking that I knew everything, and now I'm here and I feel these contractions. Yeah, I need to get that epidural or I'm gonna die. Another thing with the labor, like pushing and stuff, one of my misconceptions, I thought that I would be pushing for hours. I was literally pushing for 58 minutes, and it didn't even seem like 58 minutes. It was crazy. So Junior came pretty fast. Another misconception I had was about your water breaking. Like on movies, they make it seem like the water just breaks and it looks like you peed on yourself and stuff. that didn't even happen. Like the midwife broke my water on accident because she was trying to see how far I was dilated. And of course they have to, like, I don't know if it's their hand or fingers that they have to put in your coochie and stuff. And so she broke my water on accident. So that was crazy. What you back there doing? But yeah, I would say my biggest misconceptions about childbirth would be the epidural, and also like the amount of time for labor, and also the amount of time for pushing. The epidural was definitely worth it. I'm glad I got it. It did wonders. And my childbirth and labor process was actually pretty smooth. Well, I would say before getting the epidural, I was in a lot of pain. But then after getting that, like, the process went by quick, like dilation and everything. And, you know, so it was pretty cool. But the moral of the story is, do not go into a situation that you've never been in before thinking that you know everything, because yeah, like I said, your pregnancy and experience is going to be way different than any other woman's. So keep that in mind. But yeah, it was an amazing experience and I learned a lot, and I hope you guys enjoy your experience and learn a lot as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, or all of the above. And I'll see you guys next time.